Hi, Khalid. Seems obviously like quite a long time ago this morning, but the 100 came really quickly and, it's something that seemed like a very exciting moment for you. Can you talk us through that and the feelings and obviously scoring a first 100 at home?
Yeah, so this morning, I think I was on 40 yard or something around about there, and yeah, the conversation with KG and Pato or Kesh as I was just trying to maybe get through that first half an hour and try and get a few more runs. Yeah, I didn't really expect that I'd be close to getting 100 today. I thought maybe if I can get 70 and those guys can contribute like 20 or 30, it'll be quite a good morning. So yeah, really pleased that I managed to get there. Yeah, like you said, first test 100 at home, which is pretty special to me. I think haven't had a long test career, but up until this point, I haven't really scored runs in South Africa. I sort of had most of my runs overseas. So yeah, it's quite nice to sort of add that to your career, if you want to call it that, and sort of get over that hurdle. So yeah, quite a special day. Yeah, pretty happy with that.
And then it looked like pretty heavy going through the afternoon, and now seems like it's quite nice for batting. Can you just talk us through kind of the plans and what kinds of things you had to try to manufacture wickets?
Yeah, I think firstly it's a really good wicket out there, and I think we bowled quite nicely, to be honest. But yeah, conditions are probably batter friendly at the moment, and I think credit to them, they've batted really nicely today. In terms of trying different things, I think probably the biggest strength is just trying to keep things simple. I think we did that for the most part, and hopefully, Test cricket works in funny ways. I feel like we've done a lot of investing today, so yeah, hopefully we'll get rewards for all of that tomorrow. But yeah, I think it's just about trying to stay nice and patient on a wicket like that and not get too funky. I think they possibly went that route against us and yeah, potentially conceded a few more runs than they should have. So yeah, I think from our side, it will just be about trying to keep it as simple as possible.
You said I think you were trying to say that you had confidence in your partners to add the runs, but when Patron walked out, it seemed to coincide with a mad kickstart in the way that you were approaching things. Did you look up and see Patron and think, I've got to get this done if I want to get this 100?
No, not at all. I think when Patron walked in, the 100 was probably the last thing on my mind. I thought, obviously, being 9 down, yeah, you're not really sure how long the innings is going to carry on. I think I was on probably about 80 odd at the time when he walked in. Yeah, and our conversation was just about trying to score as many runs as we can. I didn't really, think that nothing against him, but I didn't think that I'd get close to 100. Yeah, it was just about trying to score as many runs as we could in that period. And then, yeah, fortunately, he stuck around with me long enough, and we managed to have, I think, 30 or 40 run partnership, which was quite valuable.
I'll just grab a quick second. Wicket keepers are a bit of a strange bunch. Like Dave Richardson ends up running the ICC, and Jack Russell ends up painting pictures. What is your weirdness as a wicketkeeper?
I'm quite a normal guy, to be honest with you. It's nothing too interesting. So only thing is the hair. Other than that, I'm quite bland and simple. So yeah, don't have any gold for you there, I'm afraid.
Kyle, Sri Lanka probably overdid the short bowling this morning. You were obviously batting with the tail and farming the strike of them. What was like your plan when they were bowling short at you?
To be honest, I think with the field they had set and obviously bowling to the big side, the plan was just to try and keep it on the ground and hopefully hit gaps and run twos. And I think we did that for most of my innings. It was sort of only at that, when Patron walked in that I decided I'm going to just try and take it on. But yeah, from my side, the plan was pretty simple. Just try and get two. If I can't get two, then I'll just try and stay on strike. I was surprised that they persisted with it for so long. But yeah, it was just about trying to make sure that we could bat as long as possible and sort of, get as many runs as we could.
Honestly, probably even at the end of day 2, the new ball is 13 overs due, I think. You think that's going to be the key, the new ball?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely, I think the game's definitely in the balance at the moment. I think they batted really nicely and sort of have got it into a position now where both teams probably feel that it's even Stevens at the moment. I think tomorrow morning, I don't know how many overs it is to the new ball. I think it might be a bit more than that, but the morning session is going to be really important. I think if we can hopefully get a few breakthroughs first up, then it sort of puts us back in front. But similarly to them, if they manage to get 1 or 2 more partnerships, it sort of puts us on the back foot. So I think, that first half an hour to an hour is going to be really important just to sort of set the rest of the test up.
seemed that it would get progressively more difficult to take wicket. Do you think they kept that same intensity in the first hour? In the first hour after lunch, or would you say that they took their foot off a little bit?
I think they've been on it for the whole game, to be honest. Yeah, to be very honest, I think the ball just got a bit softer, and yeah, it's a really good wicket to bat on. I think if you look at the speeds, Plunk was bowling close to 140 even in his last few overs there. Pato bowled an 8-over spell on the trot and then followed it up with a 7-over spell or something like that. And yeah, us at the back felt like we were in the game all of the time. So yeah, obviously I know we didn't really get the wickets or get the breakthrough, but I think from my side at least at the back, it felt like they were charging in throughout the day. I don't really think that sort of tailed away at all.
And then, you know, as a wicket keeper, you guys are usually some of the most vocal players on the field. How much of an input do you have in terms of bowlers and, you know, how they need to, obviously they have their own kind of plans, but how do you add to, you know, how do you add another layer to what they're doing in terms of, because you're obviously standing right behind the batsman, so you know more or less what he's going to do?
Yeah, KG's number 2 in the world, and I think Plunk is number 10 in the world now, something like that. So I'm not going to say too much to those guys, to be honest. They know their trade, and they're pretty comfortable doing what they're doing. Pato is also someone that I've played with for a long period of time, and I think he's very comfortable in his game. So yeah, from my side, I'll maybe add 1 or 2 things here and there if I feel the need. But I think our bowling lineup is very experienced. We led by Tembu, obviously is an experienced campaigner. So yeah, try not to get too involved. Just let them go about their business. If there's something that's glaringly obvious, then I'll step in. But yeah, to be honest, not too much from my side. Just try and catch the ball when it comes.
Khalid, you used words like investment session, and I mean both camps have spoken about tomorrow morning. Was there any sense of frustration building, especially someone like Pato, who seemed to be bowling really well in that first spell, but nothing was happening for him?
No, I don't think it's frustration. I think yeah, Test cricket's obviously, I know in South Africa the last couple of years it's been quite a quick game. But I mean Test cricket is generally a hard toil, and I think you get rewards later on in the game for things you do now. So yeah, from our side, the chats in the huddles. At the drinks breaks and stuff was just about keep doing what we're doing. I don't think we're at the point of being frustrated just yet. There's still 3 days to go, and I think we certainly feel in our change room that if we keep doing what we're doing, we'll come out on the right side. So I think it's just about sticking to what we're doing and staying nice and patient.